Hello everyone and welcome back to the Collector's Table. I am here with Mike from Iron Studios. Thanks for joining me, Mike.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks, man. Thanks for joining us. So tell us how you know Marco and what exactly do you do for Iron Studios?
So
for those that don't know.
So I'm the wholesale manager here at Iron Studios, and what that means is I work with all the shops like this, distributors, to bring the Iron Studios products from us to them, to bring it out to the fans across the country.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to know stuff like this because we don't really think about this. We just say, hey, that piece looks cool. This doesn't look cool. We'll buy this. We won't buy that.
There's logistics behind
it
all.
there's a lot more that goes into it.
Yep.
So, but let's kind of look at some of the pieces that you got here.
Right on.
We'll start off with this Hawkman piece, and look at the size of this, guys. This is huge, very huge. I mean, to scale with me, I mean, this is awesome. So tell me a little bit about this piece, Mike.
So this is our 1/3 scale Hawkman. It was done by Ivan Reis. It was a Brazilian artist. He did some great statues and he did some great sculpts for us, mainly for our DC line. We actually had 3 different versions of this. We had the open wing, which you see here. We had a closed wing, and then we call the complete version, which had both wings available so collectors can swap out whichever one they want.
Awesome. This is an amazing piece. Yeah. Base looks awesome too. We'll run through these bigger pieces just because I know Iron Studios really focuses on the 1/10 scale, obviously these two, but what do we have over here? We got the Captain America.
Captain America, the iconic
quarter
scene,
scale, right?
When he got the Mjolnir piece. So, with the Mjolnir
great.
hammer, sorry.
Yep.
Yeah, the theater went nuts when it happened. It was such an iconic moment and we had to bring it forward. And then I just love the detail and paints on the suit.
Yep,
and everything
see that there. The suit looks fantastic with the details there. Portrait looks spot on. Looks great.
Yeah, we have a really talented team in Brazil who takes care of everything, and they're masters. They're amazing at what they do.
Yeah, this shield looks great too. You know, these pieces, even though you got them at the house and people collect them, the quarter scale pieces, when you see them in real life, you're like, man, they're still big, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You know, I'm a little bit of a shorter guy, so I'm...
welcome to my life, Mike.
Team Short Kings.
Yeah. Let's go check out this Iron Man you got over here.
Yep.
Man, look at that. Like he's taking off, or either landing or taking off, either one.
Yeah.
And are there light ups in this at all, or?
No, I don't believe there were light up effects on this one.
Oh, it almost looks like it can light up.
Yeah.
That makes it look even more real. That looks great. I like the flame effects down here too.
Yeah. Again, another thing the team does really well, which you'll see also in the 1/10 scale, is that the way they capture movement and like a dynamic pose. I love that. And I think that's one of the great things about, you know, what statues are becoming and what they're, you know, what we're heading into is how much movement, how much you can play around with the dynamic elements and make things look like that should have no reason to be the way it is. It should not be able to support itself or stand.
I know, right? Yeah, like it's defying all odds and kind of just doing a cool pose or something like that. But let's come for the bread and butter. What you guys really kill it on is these 10 scale figures. Yeah. And check out this. I mean, we got a whole slew of figures here. We'll kind of just go over briefly on a couple of them here, but so your Star Wars line is probably would you say the strongest of your lines?
Yeah, Star Wars, which we'll be coming to in a moment, and our Marvel figures have done amazingly well for us. And it's...
right here, look at these two. These are great. You got the Boba Fett.
Fennec Shad, yeah.
Yep.
And I think we found a really good space working in 110. It allows us to provide an insane level of detail and not a lot of shelf space. It's going to be a fairly small footprint. And this is what I think people love is that, you know, if they want, they can start building out collections and they can kind of pose it. They can size it however they want. It's, you know, it's something they can put on the desk, on a shelf. It fits in a little bit on this.
This looks insane, man.
Yeah.
This is crazy. I mean, look at, you even got the little food right there.
Yep.
Man, this looks great. And let me tell you, I say it all the time on my channel. I know a lot of my subscribers, they hear me say it on the lives. I think that 1/10 scales, you know, you got the 1/10 scale collectors and they already know what it's about. They know they're killer pieces. But you got the guys that usually collect, you know, the quarter scale and the 3rd scale, and they kind of pass over the 10th scale. Let me tell you, don't pass over the 10th scale. I might actually start picking up some of these pieces just because the level of detail and how you guys have elevated these statues is like next level.
Thank you very much. As a collective, thank you very much. And you know, I think it's kind of a nice space to play in because you have the giant quarter scale. Like let's say you have that giant quarter scale shredder, you can fill out a space around your shelf with some of the 110s as
Yeah.
well to make a really nice thematic collection. So I love what everyone's doing and what Marcos has assembled here.
Check this out. Look at these Power Rangers. And I forget his name. What's this guy from, I forget his name.
Zordon.
Zordon, that's right, yeah. Man, that looks like it's right out of the show. And those are the classic Power Rangers, right?
Yep, these are all the classic Power Rangers. The Zordon actually lights up. And the only piece that's missing here, I got to talk to Marcos about, is the Alpha 5, the little robot companion.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Got some Lord of the Rings pieces right here.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings, it's been a really good property for us. We've expanded the line a little bit more. We have the Ring Wraith on horse that I think just launched.
I saw that. I was just talking about that on my live, man. That thing is huge.
Yeah, that one just came out for pre-order. Yeah, so we got that coming.
Man, I can't wait to see that thing. That looks fantastic. I know. Well, I've only seen pictures of it, but
yeah, we had a cave troll that went along with this set too for the whole dungeon battle scene.
yeah, you got ET up here. This is a kind of nostalgic for all us kids around that era. That's a pretty cool looking one.
And see, this is kind of like what I mean. Like if you come back a little bit further, you see how it's like the way we've set up the mold and the way we've set up the statue. It just has this dynamic look of flying through the air.
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, so that's why I said I love the way they can play around with that.
Great. All right, we'll move along and look at some of these figures over here. Looks like you got some Iron Man.
Oh yeah, you got to get them.
Old school Vision.
Oh, that was actually the Vision from WandaVision.
Oh yeah, there you go.
The Halloween one.
There you go.
Yeah, and then of course one of my favorites is the Alligator Loki.
That looks awesome.
Yeah, my wife's like, okay, we need to get one so she can put it in her terrarium. I was like, all right, happy wife, happy life.
That's right. It's easier that way, especially when you're collecting statues.
Oh yeah.
So
it's gonna fit into her aesthetic.
So these are your guys too, huh? The Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. So this is
got all 4 turtles over here.
Yeah. So this is our set. We call them Minico. So these are our smaller statues, and they run in price ranges from like $29 to $45 for some of the bigger detailed ones.
Very nice.
Yeah, had to do the turtles. And then, one of the design aesthetics that we have here that we've carried from our 110, thematic bases. So that way they don't all lock together, but even though they don't lock together, it allows you to pose them however you want.
Okay.
You set up the scene that you want. So even like we've done with what we'll see in the X-Men line, you can have a lot, you can have a little, and you can set it up how you want. You can make that iconic moment you have in your head.
I know collectors appreciate those kinds of things, especially with like matching bases.
Yeah.
They like to have like kind of a streamlined look for their collections. So it's nice to see like these guys have these matching bases and kind of all kind of go together there. So very cool. But this right here, let me tell you, everybody loves this piece. The Blob from X-Men.
Hands down, one of our best-selling X-Men pieces.
Man, the skin texture. We were talking about this a little bit off camera, but I really think the way you guys did the skin texture look, I mean, it looks very real. It looks very, very real.
Yeah, we have a team of talented artists and talented painters who, again, I have trouble painting D&D miniatures, so the fact that people are able to do this.
Those teeth right there. It's crazy. Looks good for such a small scale. And then this was actually a piece that I gave away on my channel just recently.
The Mojo?
The Mojo statue, yeah, man. Big piece for a 10 scale.
Yeah, fills out very nice. And again, you always have to have some good villains to pit against your heroes. So.
And where can you find most of these pieces that we're talking about here? Most of the 10 scale pieces?
So you can find them places like here at Collectorzwon. Marcos has a absolute incredible collection of our Iron Studios pieces.
Okay.
You can also pick it up directly on our website, Iron Studios.
Oh, okay.
If you're a fan of the quarter scale Marvel stuff, you can get through our distributor of Sideshow. They've been our great partners carrying the line. And yeah, everything else you can come through our website.
Very nice, very nice. You got the Bo-Katan. Is that Bo-Katan? Yep, Bo-Katan right there. You got the
Battle Luke.
Yep, the Battle Luke. Look at that. That's awesome, man.
The fan favorite R2.
Yeah, R2. Everybody loves R2, right? And then Mandalorian has been making a big splash recently, right?
Oh, definitely, yeah. So that's why we added a few from the Mandalorian. We got a few pieces here.
Some more of the Back to the Future stuff on the hoverboard.
Yep.
That looks great.
Back to the Future. One of our newest pieces coming in is the Dark Side.
Yeah, this is more from Lord of the Rings, right?
Yeah, Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Dark Side.
Wonder Woman.
And you got the, this is from what?
Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad, right?
Yeah.
Man, that looks cool. Look at that. Look
Yeah.
how good that mouth looks. Fantastic.
Yep, and
You
then
got a
can
nice
see-
little collection of X-Men figures right here.
Yeah, these are X-Men Minico. This has been a fun line to put together.
Yeah, it looks like a fun line to kind of just have, you know, like maybe on your desk in the corner or something.
Yeah,
or-
perfect. Yeah, this is what I have on my desktop right now. I have the collection, and it's one I can get my wife into as well. She loves them.
Yeah. I want to show this up here.
Yeah.
You got some of the Pennywise up here, some Harry Potter statues up here. This looks crazy. This looks
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, the Harry Potter and the Buckbeak are 110. Yeah, it's a great piece. I love the paint on Buckbeak.
Wow. That looks great. And just come back a little bit. You could see the scale, like with my hand, how big this thing is, you know?
Yeah. And then one of my favorite DC pieces is this Superman piece right here.
Oh, yeah.
I love this Clark Kent statue.
Man, look at that.
Yeah, I love the doves in action. It feels a little John Woo-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is part of, I think that's, I'll have to edit this later. I can't remember the name, if that was Slythe from Thundercats.
Oh, no, you're right, yeah.
Is it? Yeah, Slythe.
Yeah, it's like, yep. And then you got Vision right here. This looks
Yes.
unbelievable.
And another piece that we should have as a companion piece to this is the White Vision from the, I think it was the finale, yeah, the final episode of WandaVision. So we
Okay.
have a White Vision that you can pair across from him.
Very nice.
Yeah,
And then
so
right here you got the, what is it, Black Widow?
Black Widow,
Yep.
and then the gorgeous Captain Falcon, or Captain America.
Yeah, we'll swing around and we'll take a closer look at him. And then we got the Sentinel base, or not, excuse me, the Sentinel with
Yes,
the
this is
X-Men.
our third Sentinel piece.
Yes. This is a real popular piece.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people love this. I know my cameraman right here, he's in love with this piece. He loves all the X-Men stuff. So that looks great.
Yeah, our Sentinel set has been fantastic, and I think people have really loved seeing these
The
big dramatic
presence of
pieces.
those things are
Yeah.
crazy, you know? I got to get him to get those top shots because I'm a short guy, man.
Know how it is.
And then you got a Harry Potter here with, oh, I forget his name.
Voldemort.
Yeah, Voldemort, I'm sorry, yeah.
Yeah, doing the battle scene between the two of them.
Yeah, you got it. Let's zoom out and get both of those together. If you could get those both in the scene, they look great.
Yeah, great companion pieces. So yeah, it's always good to have a piece that you can build a collection around, and then if you want to expand it more and add more to it.
And that's what I love about these Iron Studio pieces, the smaller 1/10 scale. You kind of piece them however you want. Moving on, we got General Grievous
Yes.
without the cape, which is the way I prefer it. I think it looks,
Yeah, we have a cape piece that comes with it, so people can say, okay, with or without the cape, as they prefer.
yeah.
Yeah, and then the Sam Wilson Captain America.
Oh man, we got to get back on this one. This is crazy.
The wingspan, right?
The wingspan on this is nuts.
Yeah, and there's also, like we did with the Hawkman, we also have a closed version of the wing set as well.
Okay.
And I love it because it kind of comes down to touch the base. Yeah, it's an amazing piece.
Awesome. Got Penguin over here.
Oh yeah,
Looks
Batman
like
eight-
it's the famous sewer scene.
Yep. Batman Returns. Was it Batman Returns, right?
Batman Returns, I
Yeah.
believe, yeah. I remember seeing it as a kid. And who do we got here?
Flash Gordon.
Flash Gordon. That looks great. Got Voldemort again over here. Obviously a quarter scale. The snake is crazy on this.
Yeah, I love that
Look at
one.
that. I mean, that looks like a real snake wrapping around him. Let's see that snake head. Man, look at that.
Yeah, it's crazy. Again, I think like some of our big pieces
And
we
his
can
portrait looks great.
go. Yeah. Some of the pose and portrait work that our team does is incredible.
And then
you
we
have-
got, oh, I'm sorry, go
No,
ahead.
no, I was gonna say leading into the first Sentinel again as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. We'll get this angle from right here. We could see, you could see the whole Sentinel there.
Yeah, that was the first one that kicked it off.
Yep. Man, that looks good. Jubilee showing off her powers there. Cyclops shooting at the leg. Wolverine busting out the chest. Rogue doing her thing, punching him in the face, and then you got Beast on the top.
Yeah.
But yeah, this looks great.
Yeah, we're always looking for, we always love to hear what the fans have
You
to
know,
say.
that would be cool. Maybe a Mr. Sinister.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
adding Mr. Sinister into something like that.
Yeah,
That might
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be real cool.
Let's go check out this last Sentinel piece over here.
All right.
No, I mean, I've been. Yeah, no.
And this is what, the third and final Sentinel piece, or is this the second one?
This was the second of the set.
second one,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, we had Magneto in the center, and then we had the others flanking them. So yeah, it's the remains of a Sentinel that are kind of crawling through. We have Juggernaut, fan favorite Gambit.
And they're like, what, busting through the school there, right?
Yeah. So all three of them, it's like the attack on school grounds.
Yep.
And actually, there's a little Easter egg on the first one that we'll go back to in a little bit.
Okay, yeah, sure. Look at Magneto, one of my favorites.
Right?
Him and Gambit. You can see Gambit showing off his powers here. And then you can really appreciate the stuff on the back too, where you don't really see too much kind of going on, but like now you guys have still showed some cool detail work back here, not where necessarily a lot of people walk back there to show or look at. So it's good that you paid attention to detail back there as well. That's great.
Yeah, you got to have it viewable from 360 degrees.
Look at this furniture down here. A little bit of furniture, how it's like broken apart, amazing. The chips and the splinters of the wood, looks great. All right, well, let's go back and see the Easter egg that you were talking about real quick.
Yeah, so the first one that I love that the team pointed out to me was, if you look under right here, we'll have to zoom in on the camera. You see a little bit. If you look down under here, you can see the X door leading into, yeah.
That's cool. Looks like they're on a different level, like above it or something.
Yeah.
Man, that's cool. And then check out the back of the cybernetics and the battle damage.
Yeah, and we actually have an X-Men First Class portrait that's down on the base of it. So it's like knocked off the frame. It's them in their original uniforms.
Very cool, very cool.
Yeah, and, you know, we like to play around. We're all big nerds, and we like to make stuff that makes us happy.
Yeah.
And the things that we want. And then we love hearing fan feedback. So during CCXP, we have panels, and we'll have fans vote on, like, which figure should we make.
Yeah.
And we put it up to the fans. So we like hearing the feedback of, they have a thought of like, we need to do this. Let us know.
Yeah, and I know sometimes it takes time to get these different licenses to get done, and they're expensive. We were talking about it with a couple of the other statue companies here. But yeah, man, amazing statues, amazing work that you guys did on all of this stuff, especially the 10th scale stuff. I think you guys hit that like a home run out of the park.
Thank you.
I might actually, another scale that I might be getting into, I don't know, we'll see, but probably gonna happen, especially these X-Men 1/10 scales that come out. They seem to sell out pretty quick, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so afterwards we can talk to Marcos and see what we can hook you up
Yeah, that's right. Well, Mike, I greatly appreciate you taking the time to talk to the members of the collector's table and just kind of showing us around on all the stuff that you got going on. Oh, before I let you go, any new projects?
We have a lot of
What
licenses.
can you tell us? What can you tell us?
There are going to be some new good licensing announcements that'll be coming in the next few months.
Anything that you can kind of reveal? Give us little hints, teasers, anything?
Nope.
It's okay, we can't. It's all right, I don't want to get you in trouble.
Yeah, once we stop, mic's off, then I'll be able to.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. But it sounds like you guys got a lot of things in the works, a lot of things kind of in the pipeline that's going to be, you guys are going to be showcasing pretty soon.
Yeah, we had some licensing announcements early in the year. We had things that we've shown off that are going to be coming out, and I think people are going to really love.
Are you going to be showcasing anything at San Diego Comic-Con, you think, or showing some stuff off there?
Yeah, we'll be at San Diego Comic-Con. We'll be at the same booth we were last year, booth 100.
Okay.
And yeah, you'll be able to see some new product there for the first time.
Very nice. Very
as well
nice.
as get a few exclusives.
There you go. You guys heard it here first, okay?
Yep.
Well, Mike, I greatly appreciate you joining us from the collector's table, where every collector has a seat. We'll talk to you guys soon.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.